it needs to be repotted. And that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm gonna take you through all the fun, baby. And I thank you, plant parents, for tuning in. Sup world, Plant Savvy here with yet another repotting because the plants are growing substantially and I'm enjoying each and every positive moment of that. And the one that I like to highlight is the arrowhead that we have here. The syngonium is this beauty right here. This is the mother plant, and it is time for this baby to be repotted because I am sure these roots, with the magnanimous growth over the year or so that we are approaching with this here plant, it needs to be repotted. And that's what we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna take you through all the fun, baby. Okay, first thing we're gonna do here is loosen up the soil around the edges, making sure not to disturb any of the roots, but to loosen it up so that we can pull this beautiful baby out of there. Alright. Beautiful plant up as it likes to be because it is a climbing type of plant, but it is also floppy. So we're going to take it, lean it on over like so. Oh yes, let's make a mess. This is a little more messier than I expected. La 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 la. Look at that. That's a beautiful root system. Absolutely. That's a good, very good root system. And what I want these roots to do is to be teased. You gotta tease the roots, as I said before. And what we're gonna do, notice how this here, all of these roots are already going to cover the depth and the radius of this bigger pot. And it is very much ready to do so, as you can see with these very extended, strong roots that we have here. So what we're gonna do is take this baby. I'm going to mix a little bit of the old soil because these roots have to acclimate. So I'm going to mix this old soil with the new, mixing the old with the new. That's how we do. See, the variation grow. And I don't want it to be too tight to where the roots can make their way through it. Nicely packed down. That is a nice base right there. You know, we got that great drainage. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this here and just make sure I get it centered in the middle of the pot. We're gonna rotate it as we pat it down. We have drainage holes at the very bottom of this here. I drilled the drainage holes in there. There is plenty of drainage and comfortable. Alrighty, we're going to keep filling it up. Okay, now that we have the soil that it was in and growing very well, so we're gonna start mixing in that rich organic perlite mix that I have on each side. Right there. And now we're just going to even out the soil while lightly packing it down. You want it to be even on each side, as you have heard me say. You want it tight, but not so firm that the plant can't angle its roots and move. But you want it secure. You want it very, very secure. So what I'm gonna have to do is make another bowl of this here organic perlite mix to keep this here pot going. and just making sure that the soil is distributed to support the plant. You know, we all need a little bit of support every now and then, yeah? So that's what I'm giving this beautiful baby here. And that is what I call a good repotting. It's looking good. I'm gonna tidy it up, you know, wipe it off, and give it a water, because after all that motion and all that, you wanna make sure that it gets a nice, nourishing drink of water through the bottom of the planter. You want to make sure that you're repotting them not too long after, because they want that room to grow. They like that moist soil, but you want to water it every 7 days, but while maintaining that moisture. We have a layered mix where you have your perlite, just strict perlite at the very bottom. This is how we layered it. We have perlite mix. But once we got up here where I will be planting this here baby, I made sure to get some of the old soil to mix in with it. So the first top of the soil is a mixture of the old soil with the new soil, so it can acclimate to this new environment. All right, you want to keep that good old soil so it can continue growing with the new perlite repotting. And the moss pole yet again. And with this here arrowhead plant, it is a growing and climbing type of plant, so we're going to give it some extra support with this moss pole behind it. I'm just going to put it down in the soil. All right, make sure that it's secure, make sure that it's nice and neatly behind it, and I'm just going to take some string and tie it to it so that the plant has a solid place of growth, straight up, without flopping everywhere. They flop a lot. They flop a lot. All right, my plant family, so there we have it, the repotting from this pot to a bigger pot because of the amazing growth that the Arrowhead Mother Plant has given me. And I propagated it before, you know, and I have that baby in this here pot planter. And by me giving it more growing room here in this bigger pot, we're gonna have even more clippings to propagate in the future. So, my plant family, thank you so much for watching, and of course subscribe. You know, this is all about the propagation nation. Everything started off propagating in water. Now we moved it to soil, and now we can cut clippings off of that and make even new plants with the mother plant. I want to thank you all so much for watching. And find me on Instagram, Sir Plant Savvy, and I'll see you there until a next time where we are repotting, enjoying the plant life. You know what to do. Keep planting.